Hey guys, hey there, come on in. It is that time again. It is Winning Wednesday. Are y'all ready? Are you ready for Winning Wednesday? I am Lisa L McClain, CFEI, your certified financial educator and entrepreneur transformational coach. And I am coming in on this Winning Wednesday to share some more good information for my entrepreneurs. Guys, it is the end of tax season. It is the end. But even though it's the end of tax season, it's still the beginning of your financial journey. It doesn't end with tax season. You're just getting started. And so on this channel, Winning and Living Golden, I come in every Wednesday and share good information on life, business, finances, and to help you in your spirit and grow, thrive, succeed as an entrepreneur. I'm so excited, so glad that you joined me today. And we're going to talk more on this episode of Winning with Lisa, where we win, we win, we win. Right after this, stay tuned.
You got this. You gotta believe. Yes, you can do it and proceed. Have faith. Trust in God. Put your all into it. 'Cause we win, we win, we win. You're winning with Lisa.
Hey there. Welcome to Winning with Lisa. So guys, listen, I said that we're at the beginning. Tax season doesn't mean it's the end. Tax season is just a kind of a pit stop along the way as we're going through our financial journey as entrepreneurs. It's just one of those things that we have to be accountable for as entrepreneurs. And so I wanted to come in today and give us 3 things to do after tax season. What are 3 things that we can focus on and do after tax season ends? And so it's so important that we understand and that we accept our responsibility when it comes to the taxes. And for businesses, it's so crucial because your taxes can, gosh, guys, they can really make or break you. If you're not taking all of your deductions, if you're not using your tax return as a way to, and your financial statements really, but also your tax return as a way to see where your expenses are, how you're spending your money, where your revenue is, what that revenue looks like as compared to what your taxes are and the deductions. So after tax season is a great time to, number 1, review your tax filing. So even after your tax preparer, your tax advisor has prepared your tax return as an entrepreneur, you still want to take that tax return and review it. A lot of entrepreneurs just kind of put it in the hands of the tax preparer, but it's really a great opportunity for you to sit down with your tax advisor, your tax preparer, and really review what happened, what impacts your revenue had, your expenses had, the tax deductions had on your taxes. And so I want you to review your filings, ensure that they're accurate. Everyone can make mistakes. Now we put our trust in people like me as tax preparers, and that's a great thing because you want to be able to outsource as an entrepreneur. So you're not trying to do everything yourself, but you still want to make sure that you're reviewing the financial information for accuracy. And then also, like I said, identify areas where you can save more money next year. Maybe you're looking at a line item and you're like, gosh, that's 20% of my revenue. that's 30%. Wait a minute, something's off here. What can I do to save money? What can I do to reduce those expenses and increase my revenue, my gross income for next year? So we're in that phase of things. And so the second thing you can do after tax season is to begin to plan. You're in the phase now Tax season has ended and it's April, so we still got 8 months of the year left, right? And so it's a great time to begin to plan for next year. And so you want to make sure that you're setting up a system so that you have a way of keeping track. So not only for bookkeeping, definitely have that bookkeeping system to help you track your revenue, track your expenses, invoice customers, all that good stuff. But also have a system for organizing your receipts and your tax documents and statements and other documents that you need for your tax return. Have a great filing system for that, for all those receipts and things that you need to maintain to ensure that you have the support to back up all of the tax deductions that we're going to take off and write off on your taxes, to get those taxes down so that we're not paying in as many taxes during the year. Another thing with planning for next year is that we want to make sure that we consider any changes in our financial or our living circumstances that might impact our taxes for next year. So, if you take on another business, if you close a business, if you get married, if you have children, whatever those decision or life circumstances are that may change, that could impact your taxes. And so you want to make sure that you're just considering that and monitoring that along the way as you're planning for next year. Another thing for my entrepreneurs that are still working a W-2 job, or if you have an S Corp where you're paying yourself a W-2 paycheck, right? You want to make sure that you look at that federal withholding to make sure that it is in line with your revenue if you're an S Corp, but also your tax withholding if you're still an employee of another company while doing your entrepreneur thing. You want to just look at that federal tax withholding to make sure that it's lining up with your income. Say one of the life circumstances that has changed in your life is an increase, hallelujah, is an increase in your salary, in your pay. Well, you want to make sure, because now you could be moving into a different tax bracket. Or if, say, for instance, one of my clients is preparing their tax return this year and one of their dependents dropped off during the year, not being able to be claimed as a dependent anymore. And so that is going to, again, impact your taxes for the next year. So you want to make sure you're looking at all those things and adjusting your federal tax withholding with that W-4 form as needed, so that you don't have any surprises when we come to tax season next year. Number 3, guys, is now's the time. It's always the time, but after tax season, it's now's the time to focus on your financial goals. Let's focus on our financial goals. You may have received a nice refund, because we got those taxes down. We took all those deductions on all those business tax write-offs. So you might have gotten a nice refund back. What are you doing with that refund? What is your goal? So now's a good time to begin to assess your goals. What are they? When do you want to achieve them? What will it take to achieve them? Are you on track to achieve your goals? And then we just want to make sure that we're looking at the progress toward them. So as we're, looking at our financial goals, a lot of times it's helpful to set milestones along the way, like, okay, little, achievements along the way to meeting and hitting that big goal. And so you want to make sure that you're tracking your progress toward those goals. Are you budgeting for those goals? Guys, budget, that's one of my things. I call it a strategic money plan. And that's because we have to strategically plan how we're going to use our money to meet our goals, to reach our dreams. Are we paying off consumer debt? What is the goal with that? How are we tracking our progress along the way to meet that goal? And then other strategies that, you want to make sure that you're just considering as you're going along and trying to meet those financial goals. So those are 3 things, just 3 things that you can get started with the end of tax season, now that tax season is over. So number 1, we said review our tax filings. Number 2, plan for next year. Plan for next year. Look, it's going to be another year before you know it. It's going to be tax season again. It's going to be the time of year again. So make sure you're planning during this year so that you have everything straight for next year. And then number 3 was focus on our financial goals. I hope this information has been amazing for you today. Just some quick nuggets to help you along the way as entrepreneurs. Guys, don't forget my mini workshop, Start Your Business Right, is coming up on Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023. So I hope that you will join me in this workshop. This workshop is going to be for my new entrepreneurs and for those who are aspiring, kind of on the edge, know they have a gift, know they have a desire and a passion to do something outside of a regular W-2 job, and they just need some help. You just need that nudge. Come join me on Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023 at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be dropping the link in the flyer soon. Guys, thank you again for joining me on this episode of Winning with Lisa, where we win, we win, we win. And guys, I'll see you back here on my channel, Winning and Living Golden. Don't forget, subscribe. Click the alert button so that you can be alerted to when I have new videos come up. Like this message. Send me a message to let me know that this has been helpful. I'd love to comment with you and converse with you in the comments. And then just share it. Share it with other entrepreneurs or those who you know need this information on what to do after tax season. Guys, I'll see you back here next time. Until then, take care. God bless you and live golden now.